Hi everyone, Carol is here to share what I have picked up for lesson 9. So lesson 9 focused very much on doing business divination, very different from what we have learned previously about doing divination, whereby we look at answer and asker and their element relationship, whether they are producing or clashing with each other and how it affects the energy per se. But for business divination, we just zoom in and look at specific key reference. In this case, we are looking at life door sentiment. And most important of all, before we do any analysis, we need to get the facts correct, so that we are able to get the correct context before we do analysis. So when we say get the facts correct, meaning if people come to us and looking at asking about certain business, then we need to do a little bit of research into what the business nature is about, what type of business, the business mortality, what is actually some of their target profile that they are looking at. So that would actually help us to sharpen the context and get the analysis correct. So similarly, if we are looking at business divination, now that we only zoom in to look at a specific key reference, the answer box is still important for us because we use that as a secondary confirmation of our analysis, if that helps us. But more importantly, when we do business divination, it is to focus on looking at what we need to look for in the question, because every reference in a palace can bear different meaning. So we need to be able to use a logical approach to make the correct association. So like for example, previously when we do divination, we need to look at askers, but when we come to do business divination, if let's say the client is a sleeping partner, then we don't even need to reference the asker box. But let's say if the client comes to us and they are not a sleeping partner, they are actively involved in the business operation, plus they do put in money, then we would need to take one step forward to look at the asker box and the element relationship with the life door. And if let's say there are other business partners involved, then we would need to take another step further to look at the partner box, the 六合, and look at the element relationship between asker and the partner box, and also the sentiment, the life door. So similarly, if let's say we are looking at property investment, then we would need to look at the life door, because when we do property investment, then it is also about whether your property is going to make money. So very different is now the 六合, when we do property investment, it is not referring to business partner, but it is actually the property agent. And similar approach, we have to look at the element relationship between the life door, which is the property itself, the property agent, which is represented by the 六合, and also the askers. So this is something which is very different, and we need to take one more step further, because you're looking at whether your property can make money. So money in doing business or investment divination, it is represented by 物. So we have to also try to locate where is the 物 to help us see whether if our investment is making money or not. So in lesson 9, Grandmaster took a step further to also share case studies about to see whether if we are able to be successful in getting a bank loan. And this is very uniquely different, because it is, once again, you don't look at answer box, you don't look at askers, but you just look at key representation. So talking about getting bank loan, then we have to find the key references for bank, that is the 直服, the leader. So in this case, this is actually one typical example when we say about different meaning with different associations. So like 直服, not talking about having the leadership characteristic in this case, but when we are doing bank loan, it is talking about representation of the institution, the bank. Yeah, so that's all I have actually picked up, and see you again when I share more about lesson 10.